Today we're going to do an overview of EZCM. However, I'd like to remind you that if you have a current license of PCM, you can access our app without any problem. If you want to add new users, you can do that by just buying a web services license for $500. You can add your superintendents, inspectors, engineers, architects, subcontractors, whatever, and they are able to access our app for that $500 license. Now, on the left here, you'll see a list of the projects that are in our database we're using right now. And on the right are the modules that we manage in EZCM. The first thing I'd like to do is just look at what we call our review and manage features in EZCM. We'll look at the RFI log first. Now, each one of the logs comes up with the first 30 days and then the next 30, then all. This will give you all the current documents you're using and want to manage real quickly. On the left here, we have a report writer and we have a bar chart. Now, that bar chart is a representation of all of the documents that are on the right, but they've been split into the different phases: new, completed, overdue, and rejected. So the first thing I'd like to do is just create a filter by tapping on the overdue bar and give us all of our overdue documents. And there's all of our overdue RFIs. Now we could email this to our reviewer and let them know that these have all been are all overdue and we need some attention made to those as quickly as possible, and I'm sure they'll get right on them. Just a real nice way of keeping them informed. Now, in a proposal log, as you might know, we have several different types of acronyms in that phase of doing proposals. Here's a PCO log that we could email to someone that wanted it. We could go back and look at our RFPs, bring those up and say, okay, there's that RFP log. Here's that RFP our team member was looking for. There's the scope of work. I can email that to them. They've got all the information, the financial information, that the impact of that proposal, and they've got that just that quick. I can find documents by keyword search. I can do a date range, a status. I can slice and dice this information any way I need to, so I've got the actual information that our team members need. So let's look at RFIs, and let's go ahead and add an RFI. When we do that, EZCM allows us to establish the default to and from, which sets up our ball and court. We have our required date set up. We can put a title in there, and once we've done that and create the RFI, it'll go back to our database. It'll grab the next number, pull it back into EZCM. We can come right in here and we can edit this RFI. We can come in here and put our question, use the microphone icon, which allows us to do voice to text, which is really important for a mobile user. And then we can actually add pictures. We can email this out for our RFIs for an answer. It actually pre-fills who it was going to, and it allows that person to go ahead and answer that RFI, and it sends us back an email to tell us that it has been answered, and we can go back and find that answer in our mobile app. Now here's our daily report. Now this is yesterday's daily report. When we look at it, the field forces on the project is sitting there, and when we generate this RFI, the field force and the equipment will come over just like we were generating a daily report in PCM. So when we add this next number and add the daily report, you'll see that the field force comes over, the equipment comes over. We could uncheck any crew that wasn't on the project, and we've got a daily report that we actually can complete in about 5 minutes. We've got the weather, the equipment, the visitors, delivery. Everything is sitting there ready for us to do very easily. So there we have it. EZCM, easy for you, easy to do.